a YouTube channel many years ago, I didn't think about making much money from it in the beginning. But as I grew my channel, I found out there's different ways to generate an income from it besides AdSense ads. AdSense ads is kind of probably the most typical way most people start generating an income, but you don't really make much until you got millions of views. So there's many other ways to generate income: affiliate products, your own products. But today I'm going to talk about how to make a media kit so you can attract brands and sponsorships, and you can make a lucrative income by approaching brands, approaching companies, and doing a review video, a sponsored video, etc. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about what to include in your media kit, show you some media kit templates that you can customize, and then also give you some examples of different media kits that are out there, including my own that I'm still in the process of updating. And then we're also going to look at how do you approach companies, like how, what should you charge for doing a sponsored video or approaching a brand and offering to do a video for them. My name is Herman Drost, and my channel is all about how to grow your audience on YouTube so you can generate traffic, generate leads, and make sales. And that's the focus of today's video. So if you haven't subscribed already to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can receive more notifications about upcoming videos, live streams, etc. Maybe I'll ask a question first. Has anybody here on the live stream done any sponsored deals or approached a company and done a brand deal? A few years ago, I was kind of doing a few of them, and I know that most of the time companies actually approach me through email, and most of them I disregard because the product's not really related for my audience, or not aligned with my audience. So we're going to talk about that, because it's nice to get a free product, but then if it doesn't align with your audience, it's not suitable for your audience, then you could spend hours creating the video, but if your audience doesn't like it, then it's going to affect your channel and affect future videos, because the algorithm follows the audience, and therefore the products, the brands, the companies you approached, the products you review have to be in alignment with what your audience wants, desires, needs to build their channel, grow their channel, make more money, etc. So we're going to look at some of these slides here: how to make a media kit for YouTube, get more brand deals, attract more brand deals, sponsorships, etc. First, we're going to talk about what is a media kit. So the good thing about a media kit is that it's kind of like a 1 or 2 page, could be a 10-page design, PDF. But it's basically a visual document that showcases who you are and the value that you can bring to the social media platforms. So if a company approaches you, basically we're talking about YouTube here. So YouTube is the main social media platform I work on, and therefore they want to see what your demographics are. How many views you're getting on your videos, monthly subscribers, total amount of subscribers, type of content that you're producing, and then you also want to look at maybe past sponsorships. So later on I'll talk about sort of what to include in the media kit. but it helps you attract profitable relationships with those advertisers, those sponsors, and brands that want to reach your audience, you want to reach your readers with their relevant offers. So, when a brand approaches you, usually I get a lot of emails every week, for people to do a review video for a product, and then I'll check it out. Most of the time, I don't take it up because a lot of times the product is not really suitable for my audience. So even though I may like it, but it's going to just waste my time. So I find I can make a lot more money if I make a dedicated video for a company and I charge them for that particular video rather than just getting a free product. So you're going to show sample content from your channel, and also you're going to provide contact information. What's the purpose of the Media Kit? So purpose of the Media Kit, you want to generate income from the content that you're putting on YouTube. So instead of relying on AdSense ads to make an income, you can make a full-time income by charging brands, for doing a dedicated video. So What's Up in Pro Wrestling has mentioned that I'm on speaker. I have 30 sponsors on my wrestling podcast. So that's amazing. That's great. Congratulations on that. And Harley said that haven't done any brand deals either, but have a number of people contact me with brand products that aren't related to my niche. So that's what I get to. Every week I get probably 3 or 4 emails of companies that approach me and ask me to do a video on their product, but I know that's not going to be suitable for my channel because it's not going to resonate with my viewers. So therefore, I usually reject those. But occasionally, there are some good ones there, and I've done product reviews where I got did a free review for some companies in exchange for them sending me the product. A while back, I did a video on a microphone, and I checked it out and did a review on that. So I did the microphone there, and I also did a review on I think it was video blocks at the time, and I charged them several $100s for that, and that was pretty worthwhile because it kind of made sense for my audience. So basically, the purpose of Media Kit is a visual representation of your channel. It showcases your stats, and it saves time when communicating with brands. So like if you don't have a Media Kit, then a company emails you, and then you spend a lot of time trying to cobble together, or what to say, or maybe you show them your stats through the email, so you look up your stats, and you're not sure, how many subscribers you may have. You may not know, what the demographics are. So with the Media Kit, you have it all in one place. You just send them a one-page PDF that shows the name of your channel and a little bit of the type of content that you produce. You can show examples. You could shows you your demographics, and then contact information, etc. So it's all in one place, and all you have to do is just send them that 1 or 2 page PDF. So it's going to save you time when communicating with brands. It's like a one-stop shop where you could put your prices on there, and later on I'm going to talk about what to charge for a dedicated video or a shout out, etc. But generally, you don't want to say your prices up front because every company is different and you don't know what their budget is. So it's easy to send them an email with an attached PDF, or you could send them to an online media kit, which I'm going to talk about later. There's like two types. You can send them a PDF, or you can send them a link to an online media kit that's like a dynamic link, so it automatically updates with the stats from your channel. So we'll take a look at that later. It also makes you look more professional. So instead of like trying, say, well, I'll get back to you in a few days with the statistics, you can send them a well-designed media kit. So it improves your professionality, I don't know if that's a word, establishes your credibility and likability. So it makes you more credible, makes you look more professional, and makes you, seem like you know what you're talking about. And as you do it more, and as you do more sponsorship deals, brand deals, then you'll know more what to charge, or maybe you can raise your prices, etc. And later on, we'll talk about how you can raise your prices instead of just having a fixed price, which I don't really recommend, but at least you can start off with kind of like a bottom line price, and then try to negotiate based upon what they typically would give you. So what should you put in your media kit? You can have a photo of yourself because they want to. Well, if you have your face in your video, of course they know who you are. But it's always good to have a photo at the top. Your channel name, of course, in case you change your channel name. But have your channel name there, and then you're going to have your demographics. Your total number of subscribers of your channel, number of views that you get, watch time. And if it's a PDF, then of course you'll have to update this every few weeks or every few months because your channel is growing. So if you're uploading new videos every week, your channel's growing, and you can charge more as your channel's growing. So the purpose of a brand or a company that wants to contact you as an influencer is to expose their brand, expose their product to your audience. So even if you're a small channel, you might be you could be called a micro influencer. But if you get a lot of views and a lot of comments on your videos, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that engagement factor. So if you get good engagement, and they know that your audience loves your videos, then they want to get their product in front of you and get that engagement. And this makes it easy for them to sell their product, promote their product. So they're looking for those micro influencers. So instead of waiting for them to come to you, you can be aggressive and take action and make a list of companies and approach those companies. So you're going to describe what your channel's about, what type of content you create, your audience demographics, your age range, gender. If you've worked with other brands, if you've worked with Nike or worked with Airbnb, well, of course, that's probably not happening. But one of the video conferences I attended, there was a young guy there and his family, I think it was called the Bucket List family or something like that. And basically they started off just by traveling around the world to different bucket list locations. And then they started, they recorded all their travels, and they started to get sponsorships from Disney. And they would go to Disney, and all their family would get free rides, free hotel, and etc. Just as long as they recorded their interactions and the rides and everything that they did at Disney. And as a result, I don't know if they still do it, but they could travel around the world and get paid by different companies that are sponsoring them. So everything is possible if you have a good idea and you get a lot of traction on your channel. So you can start off, even if you're a small channel, you can, I think that really depends on your audience and the engagement that you get. But, even if you're a small channel, I wouldn't start off with 1 or 2 subscribers, but, maybe, if you've got a couple of thousand subscribers, then, start the process. But as you could also, start doing videos for products that need reviewers. You get a say if you're a camera or a photography channel, then you could start approaching companies about microphones and cameras and different things like that. You'll also, if you're on other social media platforms, then you could also have that in your media kit. So this, you could have Instagram. Say if you have a lot of followers on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. If you have a blog or website, like I started a website in 2006, same year as my channel, and I have thousands of posts on there. So I also get emails asking for people to do a blog post, or if they can, write an article and put it on my website. And they say, well, what do you charge? So this is another way that you can increase the amount that you get paid, not just for on your channel, but if you have a website or other social media platforms, then you can bump up the price. You might also want to get testimonials. Like if you don't have testimonials, you could find comments or emails, posts that mention how much a viewer enjoyed your content. So you could add that, so like a social media proof that, if you get proof from other people that have worked with you or watched your videos, that's actually more powerful than tooting your own horn. So you could put that in your media kit. So those are just some of the things you can put in your media kit. You might ask the question, well, should I put the prices in there? I'll talk about that later. But generally, the advice is not to put your prices in there so that you can negotiate prices with the company. How to design a media kit. So we're going to first look at some templates, media kit templates. So the easiest one that I found was Canva. So with Canva, canva.com, you've got the free version of Canva, even the pro version. I don't use the pro version, but in the free version, you can just, in the search box, you can just put Media Kit templates and you'll get a whole bunch of Media Kit templates there. And I'll show you later the a quick media template that I put together on Canva. But it's got all kinds of Media Kit templates in there that you can just customize yourself, with your own graphics or graphics that you get from Canva. You can add your own colors, you can add your own text, etc. And so I've got canva.com/media kits /templates. And the other one I found online was at this app Extensio, and it's got this media kit here, so you can check that out. But those are just a couple examples, but I would suggest if you want like a fixed media kit, then Canva is a great option. Okay, here's an example of a YouTube Media Kit. So one on the left here is Canva. So I just got this template, and I just put the banner of my channel at the top. So I put that there so they know who they're talking to. Then got my channel name, youtube.com/Drost Video. Then I put the number of subscribers. So this, like, when you create a PDF, then it's going to be fixed. But now I have 75,000 subscribers. So if you create a fixed media kit, then you have to continually go in there and update it. So that's the downside of creating a media kit that's fixed. But here I've got the number of subscribers for my channel. Channel views, 11.7 million channel views. Watch time hours, 257.9 thousand channel views. And then a little bit about my channel. I started in 2006, and I'm a creator, entrepreneur, a video marketer, and then I've also got my a website in there, drostvideo.com, so they could check that out. And then below that, I've got the current gender. So male 69%, female 31%. And then the top countries, mostly United States. So you want to check that out. If most of your audience is from, say, France, then maybe you don't want to get brand deals that are mostly in the US. So you want to mention those top countries, especially if you're getting brand deals in the US. So that's 34.5%, India 16, United Kingdom 6, Philippines and Canada. So most of my audience is English speaking. So that's good. So that's the Canva one. I created a second page this morning, which I didn't put in there, that shows example videos. So maybe you could show some of your top videos that have got a lot of traffic. So put your thumbnails in there, and then you also want to add your contact information. Put that in there, but your email contact information, and then you might also want to add some testimonials. So as I mentioned before, over here on the right, I've got, and this is great, this is what I like a lot, is Zine.com. This is a dynamic media kit. So all you have to do, this is free, and you just go to Zine, and then you create this media kit. This is not totally complete here, but I've got my channel name at the top, and then you can also put your blog, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, in there as well. But I just focused on YouTube as a YouTube Media Kit. So automatically it puts your most recent videos there. So that's not necessarily a good thing, because your most recent video is still building up traffic. So there may not be a lot of traffic on your most recent video, and then if you're doing if you got a live stream video scheduled, then that live stream video is going to be there, so it's going to have no traffic on there. So that's the downside. But the good thing I like about the Zine Media Kit is that it's dynamic. So automatically, you've got the total number of subscribers and views. So at the top, so on the left, the one I created previously in Canva, I think it's got 74.2 thousand subscribers. Then a few days later, I created the Zine Media Kit, which now says 74.9 thousand subscribers, but now it's 75. So that's updating dynamically. So that's a great thing. And then it's also got your statistics here, the gender, your audience, average viewing time, and total videos. 1,005 videos on your channel. So you could also add your blog, Twitter, Facebook, and you could also add, other social media platforms. So this shows you that you're active across multiple media platforms. So those are a couple examples of what you can do to create a media kit. Here's some other media kit examples. So here's one over here, digital influencer. This is from Robert Blake. He does similar videos to what I do. He's been around quite a while. And so he created this in Photoshop, I think. And yeah, I think I created a short video. So maybe hold on while I show you what he put in there. I've put that link to his media kit. It's a slideshow in the description, so you can check that out. And I've also put links in the description to my own media kits and some media kit examples and template, where you can go to get those particular templates. So those are a couple of media kit examples. I can check out the more in the description. How to determine how much to charge. So one place you can go to is the Social Blue Book, socialbluebook.com. We'll look at that later. But it gives you sort of a rough idea of how much your channel is worth. So the only thing I didn't like about it is that it doesn't take into account all the factors, how, say if you're a small YouTuber or maybe you just haven't had much experience, then maybe your editing is not as good as someone that's been doing it for like 10 years. So the video production quality maybe not as good when you're first starting out on YouTube as when you've been on there a number of years. So if you go into socialbluebook.com, you'll get, and I'll show you an example of that later. But and then I think you also have to pay a monthly fee for to create that, but you can have a free trial for a couple of weeks. But I'll show you that later. But how to determine how much you're worth. Take a look at Social Blue Book. I generally would double the price or even triple the price that they suggest there. So how often do you upload your new videos? Because your channel's growing all the time. So if you're uploading 2 or 3 times a week, your channel, and you get a lot of views and subscribers, your channel is rapidly growing. And then one of the factors is that when you create a video for a brand, it's going to be on your channel permanently. And as your channel grows, more people are going to look at that video. So you have to take that into account. It's not just a one-time deal, but you have to think, this is going to be on there forever. So you also have to think about exclusivity. Will they repurpose your content? Will they promote your content? They might pay to amplify your content. They might share it on their social media platform. So is it going to be exclusive to your channel and the usage rights? So those are some things to think about. You could also mention that, yes, I will do a video for your company and I'll charge you, say you charge $500. But I'll also share it with my Facebook group. I'll also share it on my email list of 5,000 subscribers. I'll also share it on Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. And so you can bump up the price because, just on YouTube, then it's like just a one time. But, if you share it across your social media platforms, you're sharing it with multiple different audiences. And then also you can think about multiple like recurring income. So you could say, well, instead of doing one video, let me do 5 videos that talk all about your product and do a shout out to your product, how it works, best practices, mistakes that people make, and try different templates that you come up to say create 5 or 10 videos, and then you could charge them, instead of charging 500, you could charge them 5 times that amount or 10 times that amount. Or say you could do, I'll do one video every 30 days. So you can do 12 videos throughout the year and charge them, say, $1,000 per video. So you have an extra $12,000 coming in from that one company. And then if you do multiply that by 3 or 4 companies, you have like $50,000 coming in for from your channel. That is far more than the piddly amount that you get from, say, AdSense ads or affiliate products. So not to knock that, those make money strategies, but you can have a lucrative income just by approaching brands and doing sponsorship deals. You want to ask for the company's budget first. So you have no idea. So you might have a company that in your mind think, well, maybe I should just charge, a couple $100, thinking that that is a good price to offer for the company. But maybe their advertising budget is millions of dollars, and $1,000 might be small change to them. So if you come in and offer $200 and they jump on it because it's such a small amount, then you have no idea of what they typically charge. So if you start high, say, you come in at, if you're a small YouTuber, small channel, you come in at, say, $500, and they say, well, that's too high, then you can say, well, I'll share it on my other social media platforms, or I'll do 3 videos for you, or I'll, I'm willing to come down in price, etc. So you got to start off a point of negotiation. So you can also ask what their typical budget is, and then you can have a starting point of where you can start the negotiation. You can also talk to your friends that are on YouTube that are in your niche and ask what do they typically charge to do a brand deal or sponsored video. So it gives you some starting point. Another thing you can do is you could have a package price. You could have a package deal where you do say a 3-minute video, you do the thumbnail, you do the you make the video, you do the thumbnail, you promote the video, etc., and say, I'll charge you $500. So you break down what's in the package, and then you can charge them accordingly. So those are just some of the things about how you can determine how much to charge. And as I mentioned before, if you're very good at editing, you have a high production because you're really good at the editing process, then and you show them your your production of some examples of your video editing, they might be really impressed and therefore want to hire you. So it's just some things to keep in mind. Here's Social Blue Book. So socialbluebook.com. So that's the front. On the left is the home page. So start making money as a creator today, build your influence business, calculate your worth. So the whole point of Social Blue Book, it gives you some idea of the value of your channel. So you can get a free trial. So this is what I did. I just, a few days ago, I just created an account there, and then you got to put in your how you're going to pay after 14 days. But you can just take the free trial, see how much your channel's worth, and then cancel the free trial, and you don't have to pay anything. So that's what you can do. Last time when I negotiated a deal, I asked how much, and I responded with what is it worth to you. They put out a number much larger than I would have started with. Yeah, that's a great point, Harley, is that you don't know what to start with, because it could be a huge company and they might have an advertising budget. So they might think, $1,000 is nothing to get a video done for them, a sponsored video. So so you have to kind of know like where you're going to start off with. So asking them what's typical, or maybe some of your friends have done a sponsored deal, or a sponsored video, and you can ask them. Here was this is what the suggested price when I want a Social Blue Book. So I put my channel in there, and as you can see, it's very low. So this is a dedicated video. You have this drop down here. So for a dedicated video, they suggest 133, which is horrible. I would never charge that. That would, it takes me say 10 or 20 hours to do a really good video. So therefore, I think I would charge like probably around $1,000 now, and they high is like 237. So that's like, this is like really low. So I would recommend charging at least double, if not triple or even more. This is for a dedicated video. And this is for a product shout out. So suggested according to Social Blue Book for my channel is like 4660, high 8314. So I think that's also very low. So this just kind of like gives you some idea, but I was kind of shocked at what they suggest. So I would definitely go much higher than that. So I'm thinking I would probably start for my channel that's now 75,000 subscribers. $1,000 is probably even the low end. That gives you some idea. So if you got a Social Blue Book, especially if you're a small channel, you're probably not going to get very high prices there, but it gives you a starting point. And but if you're if you have really good editing skills, production skills, your video production is really high quality, definitely you could charge more. How do you get brand deals and sponsorships? So I think some basic points would be to create a list of brands that you could approach and make sure that they align with your content. So it's got to fit with what your viewers are interested in. So you could ask yourself questions like, what software do you use? What tools do you use? Like I use TubeBuddy, and I haven't done a sponsored video for them, but say I approach them and say, well, I'm willing to do a sponsored video, but because I promote that a lot, that and a lot of people signed up for TubeBuddy, I get a fair amount as an affiliate, so I get affiliate income from TubeBuddy. So basically, I just sort of naturally create videos on TubeBuddy and mention it. But I could even say for like a live stream, I could say this video is sponsored by TubeBuddy. And recently I got, I'll show you, excuse me a minute. So recently they sent me some swag, so I could wear my TubeBuddy hat, and I could also wear a TubeBuddy t-shirt, like so. So I could say, hey, this live stream is sponsored by TubeBuddy, and wear the swag in the live stream. Maybe I'll do that one day. So there's just some things you can keep in mind. I'd say create a list of brands you want to work with. So what's the tools? What's the software? What are the programs? Say if you're a travel company, then you could approach travel companies. I would even look at your local businesses in your town or in your city. Are there some companies there that you could approach? That'd be like easier. So if you're a small YouTube channel, you're not going to approach Nike, you're not going to approach Airbnb or some of these huge brands, but you're looking for small companies that want to get their product in front of micro influencers. So in that case, you could approach local businesses. And then I get emails all the time, just like Harley. You get them. I get several a week. But instead of waiting for, and I remember this point when I was at a video conference where a person was talking about getting brand deals. Said, don't wait for them to come to you, but build your media kit. And if you have a nice, beautiful media kit, like I showed you previously, then you can just approach a company and then send them your media kit. And of course, you're going to get a lot of rejections, but that's what happens in sales. For every, because I used to do door-to-door sales many years ago, and I make a lot of money, but I knew that for every no, I was getting closer to a yes. So for every email you send out to a company and every no that you get, you're getting closer to the yes. So don't be afraid of taking action and approaching companies. So spread your media kit out as far and wide as possible. Some things to keep in mind is that your content, your sponsored video, is going to remain forever on YouTube. So as your channel grows, then they're going to get more exposure. Like and I just remember this Go Transcript, they did a deal with me where I get free transcription for my videos in exchange for putting a link in the description. So I put a link in the description of my videos, and then I get free transcription for my videos. So, and then recently I had a company approach me, like I think it was a graphics company. They also did the same, and they asked me, how much do you charge for putting a link in the description? So if you put a link in the description to a company that wants to get exposure, then what are you going to charge? What you have to come up with a figure. So that's why I would recommend thinking of a video package, a shout out package, or thinking of those type of packages that you could offer. So you get your channel growth. You've got exclusivity, which I mentioned. It's unique to your channel. Exposure on other platforms, and then price according to what the brand typically offers. So say they typically, their budget is like $1,000, then you could say, hey, I'll say $1,000, but how about I charge you $1,500, and I'll also promote it across my social media platforms, my 2,000 subscriber email list, my live stream, my Facebook group, etc. So you create a video package that acts as a starting point for your negotiations. What are some best practices? So the product you do a sponsorship for or brand deal for should be related to your content, your target audience. So if you might get offered a free product, but if it's no use to your audience, they're not interested, then it's going to affect your audience retention, your click-through rate, because nobody wants to watch it. And then you're going to negotiate the price that works for you and the brand. You want to keep your media kit updated. So I would recommend creating a dynamic media kit, maybe both. Have a media kit that you create in Canva, and then a dynamic media kit, so that's constantly being updated according to the growth of your channel, so that then you could maybe every month or every couple of months update your PDF that you send out to your to companies. Then avoid the companies that just want free promotion in exchange for a product. So unless it's useful to your viewers or you absolutely need the product, I would stay away from that, because if you're not interested in the product, it doesn't align with your viewers, or they're not interested in it, then it's just going to waste your time. You're going to spend 10, 20 hours doing a beautiful product review, and maybe you'll just get a few views on that video. So a lot of requests I get actually are unrelated to the content on my channel, so therefore I reject them. And then another best practice is to add more value, so you can charge more. So you could do a dedicated blog post, so you could just transcribe your video and then put that on your blog. You could do a Facebook post, you could do a live stream, you could create an email and then promote that to your email list. So these are all things that could help to charge more for that brand deal. And the beautiful thing is that, if you have a lucrative brand deal, then, you can make much more money than, say, like an affiliate commissions or AdSense ads, etc. But I recommend actually doing everything. You got your AdSense ads, affiliate programs, your own products, brand deals, sponsorships. So you got this multiple layers of ways that you can earn money, make money from your channel. You also want to submit a contract so you both agree on the terms. So I've put a kind of a generic template in the description below this video, so you could use that. But it kind of puts you both on the same page, and then so if the terms are not clear, then say your video bombs, and then they come back and say, well, uh, we don't want to work with you anymore. So like you have a recurring video you do every few weeks or every month, and they say, well, we want if it's not in a contract, then and they break the contract, then you're going to lose out on that income you get from that company. So it's good to have some kind of basic contract where you both agree on the terms, and then get signed the contract. Many times I've done it without a contract, but you could just have a template that you send through your email, and that would that you both agree on, that would be sufficient. There are other ways to make money from your channel besides YouTube ads. So if you want to find out more about how to monetize YouTube videos without becoming a YouTube partner, which requires 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the past 12 months, then I definitely recommend checking out my video on how to monetize YouTube videos without being a YouTube partner. So I'll put that in the end screen, and this is my thumbnail for it. So I'll put that in the end screen, but you can also check that out in the description below this video.